Welcome to our new families. We are so delighted to have you here with us this evening as we come together to celebrate the beauty and peace of Shabbat. This is a very special time to pause, reflect, and reconnect with what matters most. We hope you feel the warmth of our community and that you find comfort, joy, and inspiration here with us this evening. May this Shabbat be a time of rest, reflection, and meaningful connections for each and every one of us who is present here this evening, whether in person in our sanctuary or zooming in via YouTube. We are grateful to share this time with all of you, and we look forward to moments of fellowship together and spirit we will create over many, many more years to come. And so on behalf of Temple TAS Shalom, on behalf of myself, Rabbi Meeka, and our choir and our music director, welcome everyone. This is what's going to happen. We are going to have a couple of songs, couple of prayers, and then we're going to jump right into the introduction of our new families to allow those with younger children to go home and put your children to bed. Hopefully we exhausted them enough so it won't be that difficult to send them to bed this evening. And with that, let's begin with Hine Matov. And actually, it's not in our Siddur, so just do your best to join us.
Well, the words are on 128 if you really need them. Hine matov u'manayim sheberachim gam yachad. Matov u'manayim sheberachim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim sheberachim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim sheberachim gam yachad. How good it is! How good it is! How sweet it is! How sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is! How good it is! How sweet it is! How sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine matov u'manayim sheberachim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim sheberachim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Hine matov u'manayim sheberachim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim sheberachim gam yachad. Sheberachim gam yachad. Sheberachim gam yachad.
To lead us in the reading and lighting of Shabbat candles, I'd like to invite the Davis family. All four of you, please come on up. We will do a little bit of a reading on page 121 in your Siddur.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us.
Let's join together as their
brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light. So may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter the sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
together. Yep.
Come here, Joshua.
Joshua, come here.
Together. There you go. I got it. Ready to say the blessing together. So let's bring Shabbat spirit into our souls one time, 2 times, 3 times, and let's hold it there.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
We praise you, Adonai God, ruler of all. We thank you for bringing us together and kindle these lights of Shabbat. And now that we've welcomed Shabbat, I invite you to wish each other Shabbat Shalom. Turn to someone who's sitting next to you or behind you. Introduce yourselves. Hugs are always welcome at Temple TAS Shalom.
I see both rows full of cars.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like the entire 2 first.
Yeah,
It's
well,
good.
a lot of people for the presentation and a lot of people for tonight.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, I guess I should meander around a little bit.
Mingle.
Watch your step. You're good? Shabbat Shalom.
Pretty soon Nora will be old enough to
come?
come. Yeah. I know. I don't know. Careful what you wish for.
All right, everyone. We're going to have more time to schmooze a little later on. Let's get back to our seats. For all the kids who are present here, we've got a really fun song for you that we love to start our Shabbat service with. And by the way it's going to work this evening is we're going to send our families after the Shehecheyanu, after the presentation. And right now, we're going to invite everyone to join us in...
Now, if you're ready for Shabbat, put your hands in the air. And if you're ready for Shabbat, wave them like you just don't care. And if you're ready for Shabbat, maybe we can tap our feet. And if you're ready for Shabbat, clap your hands to the beat and sing. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam.
Everybody sings bim
Bam, bim 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 bam,
bim 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 bam.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom.
And now we're going to ask you to rise for the first time this evening, if you're able. Am I awake? I'm definitely awake. Am I prepared? I don't know about that, but let's see.
Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam va'ed, Le'olam va'ed. Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai.
Everybody stretch up. Take a deep breath in. Oh, let's let it all out. And for those of you who are familiar, join us with signing as well as reciting the watchword of our people, Shema Yisrael. This is what we do at our school. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu,
Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Vaed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai Echad.
Please be seated. I'm very pleased to invite up to the bima Justin Davis, Chair of Membership Committee, as we officially welcome our new families and members into Temple TAS Shalom. And I would also like at this time to call up to the bima our President, Mark Wolko, who is already sitting there, and our school principal, Sarah, to come and sit. Each one of you will have a little part in this evening's presentations.
So I wanted to start off by saying we've got 8 new members this year, which is very wonderful. 7 of them are here with us tonight. So I'm going to call you up one by one and embarrass you. So the first, could Zach and Anna come on up here, please? So back in September, it was my family's service to provide oneg. And as newly elected membership chair, I was really trying to make sure I got to know everyone. And I was introduced to someone I'd never met. This guy started talking to me about cooking at a Michelin star restaurant. He was talking to me about his time as a hockey director. And he was even talking to me about my time going to the Olympics. This guy, of course, was Zach. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, this guy is enthusiastic. Fast forward tonight, and I will tell you, wow, this guy is enthusiastic. As I have gotten to know Zach, I have learned that he is a guy who not only wants to be part of a community, he also wants to pour himself into it and add to it. I'm sure many of you here, we're at dinner tonight, can attest to what a great job he did with Lonnie. And every time I've ever asked Zach to do something, he's been nothing but eager to help me with it. Anna, I haven't gotten to know you as well, but you've been equally excited every time I've talked to you. Anna was one of the few people that did our blood drive back in December. I did ask her, if both her and Zach, if there's anything they'd like me to mention during my introduction. Zach's a smart man. He said, and I quote, "She's the most amazing woman in the world." Anna simply wanted to say how much she enjoyed being here. I think I speak for all of us when I say the feeling's mutual. Zach and Anna were the first members to join the synagogue since I've been the membership chair, and I'd love for all future new members to make my job that easy. Please welcome Zach and Anna to our congregation. We're ecstatic to have them. Hey, you're going to come back up here in a second. Could I have the Rapp family up here real quick? Well, Meredith was going to do this, but she couldn't make it tonight. So Dan and Kristen and the Rapp family are our newest members. We went from the first ones I got in here to the newest ones. My first introduction to them was seeing them on a tour of our religious school with Sarah. They live in Bel Air. Dan and Kristen are both from Maryland. Dan grew up in Howard County, and Kristen grew up in Baltimore County. Kristen stayed local for college, attending UMBC, while Dan faced the cold in Syracuse. It's far braver than I am. And he'd love to travel. Iceland and Costa Rica have been family favorites. They're hoping to head to Europe again this summer to celebrate their 15th wedding anniversary. I also saw you guys went to Toronto to see Taylor Swift. My wife was very jealous. Maddie and Dan are into soccer, currently playing and coaching for North Chesapeake, club and seasonal indoor teams. That day we met you, I believe it was 28 degrees outside, and you guys were going for outdoor soccer. You're far braver than me. Both girls play piano and love music. Mila has recently joined scouting and has a love of dancing and gymnastics. Kristen loves to cook, decorate, and craft. During the week, the girls can be found in 3rd and 5th grades at Hickory Elementary. Dan is running the Cuman Math and Reading Center in Clarksville. And since retiring from advertising, Kristen is inexplicably at the grocery store all the time. Welcome, Raff family.
It is good to have more scouts in our temple. And a sub piano player for when I'm not here.
And now we're going to turn it over to Mark. His introduction.
Okay. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. So I'd like to invite Arlene and Lou Bello up to the bima. So, welcome, Arlene and Lou. They have 2 daughters who are both married and successfully on their own. One married. Oh, I got it wrong already. Oh well. One married and one not married. Happily not married. There you go. And the one daughter that, I know I got this one right, I think. The one daughter has 2 children. It's the married one, right? And so they have 2 wonderful grandchildren. They live across the street in Bully Rock, as some of you are very familiar with. Lou was in the jewelry business for many years, and now he's in the golf business. That is retired. And Arlene was a hand therapist for many years, and she is also retired. And also a golfer, that's right. They're into the Bully Rock Golf Course, so if you need a foursome or you want to join a foursome, there you go. And Arlene has also been a regular at Rabbi's Tea and Torah since that started, and on Sunday mornings. And is there anything else that that I should know? Yeah, exactly.
Well, we had hoped to get to know them better, except, we went on a cruise and then he got COVID and I got COVID. We postponed our get-together like 5 times. So, but now that we know them, she makes a great mandel bread. And she joins us with Mahjong, and so we've known her for a while. When they say new members, so kind of old hat already with us, sisterhood anyway. Welcome.
Could I have you guys want to go? Can I have the Kogan family and the Samuels family up here, please? Well, the Samuel, please.
So Lonnie Samuels is a true example of Lador Vador from generation to generation. As many of you know, Lonnie and his family were members of Temple TAS Shalom 30 or 40 years ago. And you grew up in Aberdeen, right? Yeah, with his brother Darren. And we are so happy that he is in Harford County still now. Professionally, Lonnie is a social worker. And as a volunteer here at the Temple, he's a very active member of the Adult Education Committee, which I may be corrected, but that might be the biggest committee of the Temple right now. It's so enthusiastic. He played a big supporting role tonight in the kitchen, along with Zach, I understand, and just generally coordinating the Israel night. So Brad and I have really loved seeing him at the Rabbi's Torah study, and those gatherings on Sunday are just so wonderful. I can't talk about Lonnie, though, without talking about his mom, Linda, who was someone that Brad and I knew and spent a lot of time with at this temple. She was also in the kitchen and behind the scenes all the time here, but Linda was never a bystander. She was always involved. At her memorial service, everybody said, you know, she was sunshine, she was positivity, and she was one of the hardest working people that anybody knew. And when I look at Lonnie and have gotten to know him, you know, he is truly his mother's son. So we are so grateful that, unfortunately, the loss of your mother has brought you back to us. And but welcome back to the chuppah of the Temple TAS Shalom.
All right, could I have the Drabinski and the Redmond family up here, please?
So I got to know Lisa as her son Ethan's midweek teacher. So I go over their house every Thursday. So Lisa's a very busy woman, but I finally convinced her to go to a sisterhood event. So she went to Chick Flick night. And I believe we had a lot of fun. Yeah, so that was really cool. She got to meet some other women in the congregation. So I hope that she attends more sisterhood functions in the future. I also discovered that we happen to know the same person. So the mom of my Naomi's boyfriend is the manager of a store across the street from Wegmans in the shopping center with DSW. And this woman is very talented. She designs and makes furniture and all kinds of things. And she helped Lisa make a marble-looking mezuzah for her house. So she still needs to pick it up. I'm hoping when I get there next Thursday, I'm going to be able to see it. That would be really cool. Lisa's also becoming a Jew of choice, and so she's going to be going to the mikveh next week. So she's married to Greg. I haven't gotten to know him as well because he is a police officer who's busy training his new partner, who is a very large dog. So unfortunately, he had to leave to work with his partner. So he wasn't able to, he was at the dinner, he wasn't able to be here. And they also have an adult daughter who I understand is a very good cook. So please give Lisa, her husband Greg, and their son Ethan a warm welcome.
All right, I need one mullis up here. Choose of your choice.
I was going to say.
You have the Clemens family as well, please.
That would be you guys.
Clemens family.
Get you guys.
My fellow Southerners.
All right. Now I get a chance to, as you guys know, as the music teacher, I get introduced to the families through the kids. So I've been teaching William and Giada. William's in 4th grade. Giada, you're in 3rd grade, right? I have that right? Third grade, 4th grade. Close enough. Okay. You're one below third grade. See, my wife wrote this. No, and through that I've gotten a chance to know Betsy and Aaron, and of course through some high stakes Jurassic putt-putt as well. Come to find out that Aaron and I share a love of, and Justin, you'll appreciate this, George Lucas era Star Wars. So, but coming in from Alabama, both of them grew up in the Deep South, met at college at Troy, which is the shirt that he is wearing. They are both Bachelor of Science, Aaron in mathematics, and a minor in physics, correct? The not doing math. Betsy has a BS in chemistry, but you work as a health counselor at this, specializing in cognitive behavioral therapies. Aaron was in the Army and served 14 years, was it about that? And served in Baghdad as an intelligence analyst. So thank you for your service as well. They lived in Maryland, and Aaron worked at APG. Both William and Gad were born here, and then they moved back to Alabama during COVID, but came back to Maryland. And as such, they found a not so distant ancestor was Jewish, and so they decided to embrace that heritage and learn more about Judaism and come and be part of our congregation and come be part of our family. So it's been a pleasure to teach your kids, get to know you guys a little bit, get to talk to you in amongst the sanctuary, get to play a little competitive putt-putt with you, and you still have to come over to the house to see the Mecca of video games. Yes, you will have to come see the Mecca, and we're really happy to have you with us. So.
All right, final one. So we're going to have our awesome Ridgeland School Principal, Sarah, introduce our just as awesome Secretary, Nadia.
All right. So I first met Nadia last May. She had just moved back to the area and was eager to connect with a synagogue. I invited her family to attend our end-of-year religious school picnic and meet Miss Randy, who would be Octavia's teacher for the 2024-2025 school year. In my mind, it would be the perfect way to introduce her to our school community. It would be a nice, calm day full of fun and relaxation. Well, for anyone who was there, we should have known better. The day ended up being crazy. I had to call BG&E to come in and check out what smelled like gas. Everything ended up being fine, but she, along with several other amazing religious school parents, jumped right in to help, carrying many, many tables outside and then many, many tables back inside since we did not want to stay in the building. I looked at her halfway through the morning and said, "Well, you're certainly one of us now." And honestly, from the moment Nadia and her family walked into the temple, it felt like they have always been here. She was with me every day of the rummage sale last summer, and I'm so thankful that she has jumped in as my office assistant and the temple board secretary. Nadia is always here with a huge smile on her face, ready to jump in and help out in any way she can. I love seeing you and everyone in your family with their cheerful faces dancing in the aisles of the sanctuary and brightening our days. Thank you for being here. So I just wanted to thank all of our families from the bottom of our hearts that you have chosen Temple Adash Shalom. I mean, we may be the only Reform congregation in the area, but I like to say that, you always have a choice. And so thank you for choosing us, and we feel very honored to have you. I'm also really thankful that many of our families have young children, so not only have we gotten a chance to meet you through Friday night services or adult ed or Tea and Torah or things like that, but we've also gotten to see you have many, many life celebrations. So from the naming ceremony, where actually all 3 of our religious school families participated, to our consecration and many other events on Sunday mornings. I just want to thank you. It's been a real pleasure to see so many of you go through all of these moments with us. So thank you.
And as president of the congregation, for a couple more months anyway, it's been my pleasure to meet and engage with our new members. And I do want to say, actually, can we, it's hard for me to think and hear the music at the same time. I know, it seems like that shouldn't be a problem, right? But
You're in the choir.
no comment. Let's see. So very glad to see you here as a member of the congregation. The real thing that we hope that you get out of this as members of Temple Adash Shalom is relationships. Finding other people who are in the congregation, finding common ground, working together on things, and bringing your ideas to the front. Tonight was a perfect example of 2 of our newest members saying, "Hey, why don't we do some Israeli food and to go with the rabbi's presentation," and just made it happen. And really, we all have that capability. We can go through a committee if that's the appropriate thing, or we can just find ways to get things done. We have procedures, et cetera, et cetera. I'll be the first one to talk about them. But we also need to just get things done. And so I welcome you. I encourage you to form relationships and just enjoy. And I know most of our long-term friends, we've been members since 1985. And many of our best friends are people who we met here at Temple Adash Shalom. And so it really is worthwhile. And I will leave it to whoever's next.
I guess I'm next, and I'd like to invite all our new families to come and position yourself right here as I open the ark. And everybody please rise. Uh-oh, I need the key. Come and stand right here in front of me. Yeah, facing me. Everybody face me. All our new families. It is our tradition. You can stand in front of the ark. You can stand in front of it. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't bite, I promise you. It has been a real joy to see you at the temple, at the different functions that we have here. And so tonight, it is my true privilege to bestow upon you God's blessing. Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May God's light shine upon you and be gracious. Sa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May you be blessed, always with peace, internally and externally, as we all say together. Amen. I'd like to ask that we take a few pictures, if you don't mind. And before we do that, we wanted to give you a very special gift from us at Temple Adash Shalom. Not only your own certificate of welcoming, but also a little gift bag that was put together. Oh, okay, okay. You take care of that. Absolutely, absolutely. Can I jump in there as well? I'm going to jump in there as well. All right. Over the years, I'm noticing the bags are becoming heavier and heavier. We so want to gift you and make you feel so welcome. So, absolutely. And this is from our sisterhood and all of us here at Temple TAS Shalom. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you so much, Justin. I wanted to express my gratitude to you. You've been working so hard. So thank you so much for pulling all of this together. May you be blessed, and thank you so much again for being here. You can find your way to your seats, and all the young families with young children who would like to leave, this is a great opportunity, only if you want to put our kids to sleep. It's probably past their bedtime. By all means, this is a great time to do so. Please be seated, everyone else. Our service continues on page 159.
Sing the song of men and women, joined in understanding and respect. The song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, for soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
Speaking of a song of peace, Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, who is like you, Adonai, our God, page 158. C minor.
Yep.
All right. I guess I'm playing in this one as well.
Yes,
Why
you
not?
are.
Yes. Hold on.
Telling you, like in that video you showed earlier, you're holding out on me with your guitar playing.
Ya bye bye bim bim bam, ya bye bye bim bam, ya bye bye bim bim bam, ya bye bye bim bam, ya 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 bye bye bim bam, ya 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 bye bye bim bam. Mi chamocha elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh. To continue with this upbeat Yismechu, please turn to page 162. 162.
All right, we have to teach them because there's a bunch of people here who haven't done this with us before. So we have to teach them, as you like to call it,
clappage.
the clappage. Okay. So it's 2, 1, 2, 1. And you guys got to help me because you know at some point I'm going to get off rhythm. So. Shomrei, 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 Shabbat Bekorei, Oneg Shabbat, Yismechu v'malchutecha. Shomrei, 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 Shabbat Bekorei, Oneg Shabbat. Mekadshe, Mekadshe Shvi Shabbat. Kulam yisru v'yitamru v'tuvecha Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutecha. Shomrei, 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 Shabbat Bekorei, Oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutecha. Shomrei, 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 Shabbat Bekorei, Oneg Shabbat. Ratzita bo, Shabbat, Yami, Shabbat, Yismechu v'malchutecha. Shomrei, 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 Shabbat Bekorei, Oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutecha. Shomrei, 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 Shabbat Bekorei, Oneg Shabbat. Zecher l'maseh, l'maseh bereshit Shabbat. Zecher l'maseh, l'maseh bereshit Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutecha. Shomrei, 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 Shabbat Bekorei, Oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutecha. Shomrei, 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 Shabbat Bekorei, Oneg Shabbat.
All right. That was fun. That was fun.
I might not be able to play the rest of the night.
We're going to continue with this high energy. Ananai, nai, 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 Adonai. Ananai, nai, 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 Adonai, Sefatai Tiftach. Please rise if you are able. As we continue with the Tefillah, also known as the Amidah, we'll begin on page 164, and then Naomi will lead us on page 166.
Ananananana Tatai Tiftak Ananananana Ufiagi
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'imaot Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem Leman Shemo B'Yahava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham V'Ezrat Sarah.
Let's take a couple of moments of silent reflection or our own private conversation with God, engage in prayer, or simply close our eyes for a few moments. And when you're done with your own private conversation with God, please have a seat. Cuteness overload. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill among us. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit. On this Shabbat, we lovingly think of Amelia Parsons, Daniel Hurst, Fred Belkin, Gary Marco, Heather Mullis, Janet Scheckner, Joyce Levy-Levine, Mandy Shanks, Natalie Litovsky, Oliver Fusel, Paul Cohen, Rosita Martin Nelson, Shari Morris, and Steve Noel. If you'd like to add a name to our healing list, please raise your hand and say that name as my eyes meet yours. And of course, we think about everyone in our community and beyond, everyone in the world who were injured due to acts of violence and war. Let us all keep them in our hearts and our prayer on this Shabbat as we join together on page 371 to sing Misha Berach.
Nekor habraka leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach Aimotenu, Nekor habracha Avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני המרפא את עמו ישראל והמברך את עמו ישראל שלום ורפואה שלמה. Let us continue with a few announcements that I'm going to ask our president one more time to deliver. I'll just say one thing. Mark your calendars. Next Friday, craziest Friday service you've ever experienced in your life. It's Purim!
And remember, what happens
It's
in the sanctuary
stays in the sanctuary.
And that's all we need to say about next week. We also have the Purim Carnival coming up on Sunday, March 16th. We have What is the Jewish View on Abortion on March 30th. And on April 13th, Congregational Second Night Seder. And tomorrow, March 9th, whatever day that is, Sunday, is Clandestine Comics, which is comics here for under $1. So if you're into comic books at all, be here between 10 and 3 on Sunday, and you'll have a great time. Passover is coming. If you haven't ordered from Miss Chocolate, which helps our religious school raise funds, check your bulletin out and order some great chocolate and other Passover kinds of things. And that, I think, are Purim Carnival. Sign up. There you go.
And you do. And you do.
And one more comment from Mrs. Walker.
So the Purim bags will be packed this week. For those of you who participated in our fundraiser, thank you. We're just a little shy of our goal, but we're very proud of what we have accomplished. And we have some great things we'll share with you another time, our funds that will help fix things around. So anyway, we will have the packages. They will be here next Friday for our Purim thing, if you can remember to pick them up, and during the Purim Carnival. And after that, we'll call you up and say, I have a bag. How can we get it to you? But they'll be here. We will also have extra sweets for sale at the Purim Carnival.
Thank you.
And I forgot to mention one fairly important item that occurred this week, which is I had the privilege of signing a contract for solar panels for this congregation.
Yay!
Which over the
Nicely
next
done.
30 years, depending on the price of electricity, will save us between $500,000 and over $1 million over the 30 years, because we won't be paying for electricity.
We're coming very close to the end of our service, and with that, I'm going to ask you to rise one more time. And then we will remain standing after the Aleinu on page 586. We will remain standing for the mourner's Kaddish.
לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת עוזו בגובי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, היום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. We lovingly think of Jen Villif, who recently passed. For the Yortsites observed for this week, we lovingly think of Albert Newman, Barbara Zion Kaiser, Benjamin Rosenthal, Elise Fine, Gracie Poller Brodsky, Janet Miller, Philip Bernheim, Selma Newman Wortman, Steve Stewart, and Susan Willand. Please turn to page 598 as we recite together the ancient words of Kaddish Yato. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחי יכון וביום יכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קרי ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה ברכו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו
Amen.
May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and all of Israel, to which we all say together, Amen.
Amen.
Please be seated. And guess what? Our final song, as I mentioned, it's Adar. And when Adar, the month of Adar is here, or as I say in Hebrew, Adar, start practicing. I'm going to test you next week. As the month of Adar comes in, we are supposed to be happy, be merry, be silly, and rejoice. If you'd like to sing along with us, turn to page 673.
Chag Purim, Chag Purim, Chag Gadol HaYeladim,
Making noise,
Zimrod Rikudim, Havanadira, Rash, 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 Hanavarisha, Rash, 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 Havanarisha, Rash, 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 Ra'ashamim. Chag Purim, Chag Purim, Hagadol HaYeladim,
making masks, singing songs, Purim time is here.
Havanarisha, Rash, 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 Havanarisha, Rash, 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 Havanarisha, Rash, 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 Purim time is here.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Let's join in our social hall for Oneg and Kiddush. Thank you so much, and Shabbat Shalom, everyone.